Narukami of his own, and I believe Hyde if I saw over there. Yeah.
I don't pull my punches. No promises you won't get caught in the
I think this
crossfire.
Blue's like classic team, right?
Don't hold back on my
He's tried a couple other things in the past, but I usually see him come back to this.
Same here. That's what I have him penciled in the spreadsheet.
Ooh, okay.
We'll call it a frame trap. It's a frame trap.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't quite get the CC confirmed. Oh, scrambling.
Yeah. Proteus was sticking with it. No, there was a couple of solid opportunities that he had that slipped away from him, but still landed on his feet for the most part. It's good block from Blue, especially after waiting for so long.
Pick up. Was Blue, but has bursted anyway. Ooh.
You got Blue in control with the default silver-haired Narukami getting lit up. 2+2 if you want to.
Yeah.
Brody's gonna hold on to it and maybe he's gonna send it back. That's a 2-for-1 deal for Blue, and Blue's got 4 meter if he wants to use it all. Taking the safe jump, I respect that. No, he hit him twice.
Oh.
Flipping over, letting the cross up rip. I'm assuming this is gonna be. Why not? Kind of wonder why not just shoot at that point, especially with the burst coming up. But still in control with the JC swap. Can't finish it out just yet. It's probably just gonna be able to get a Dachi out.
He's staying in though. Okay.
Taking the swap.
Ooh, doesn't block the last hit.
Trying to up back, I believe, but still okay for now. Brody. And he jumped up in the air with him instead of trying to meet him with a 2B. So that's like Blue hanging around a little bit longer. It's another cross up with High. That's going to be the end. Looking for the sandwich.
Ooh.
Said he didn't want to participate in that mix. It was looking kind of good so far. Has a pretty hefty res to work with. Level 4, 5 seconds left on it. Getting a decent amount of meter. And he waited, baited out the anti-air, but still didn't close out High just yet. Second chance, still no good. That 2B was looking kind of scary, but it wasn't a counter. Ooh, that one was though.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a wall.
That was really deep.
Yeah. But I mean, Proteus gave him all the opportunities, was constantly in the air looking for the Adachi JB, and Blue just on top of his anti-airs at that point, denying the skies and taking the first game.
Yeah.
Get ready.
That's still reasonably in the realm of possibility for Proteus, though. Again, there was a couple of huge opportunities that he had that didn't turn out into the worst, but he wasn't able to make good from. So, like, if he can turn like 1 or 2 of those into a solid confirm, maybe get rid of some blue beats, things will start looking up for him.
No promises you won't get caught up in the crossfire. Not a problem. Don't hold back on
I feel like that blue beat combo was an awareness thing because it was one, if I remember correctly, like he found an air to air, but he just wasn't expecting Blue to get hit at all, so he like continued with a ground swing, which kind of worked but didn't. Catching up the action, Blue getting to the backside and the low to start things off from a sandwich, gets another hit on Adachi, and immediately gonna have to call out the black-haired Narukami as Proteus.
Oh. Call it an American reset.
Yeah, still looking pretty good. And he's ready for the burst this time.
Converting the crossline.
Yeah. Both of them have really favored just holding on to the extra 2 meter and taking the safe jump from Narukami's crossline. So
It's a really good option.
Ready
good
for
block.
2 for 2 on the burst punishes as Proteus, and this one should be the end. Didn't even need to spend
only had
meter.
to spend 1 bar.
Good look. I'm glad that you caught it in meter once, because I thought it was none. But still has an extra meter to spare at the end of the round.
Yep. Good stuff. That was a really quick turnaround, man.
Your boy brought it back.
Yep.
Cleaned it up. And really the big tale wasn't just cleaning up the combos and getting the full conversion, but was being prepared for both of the times Blue tried to burst out of the situation. First time had the assist punish on the burst. Second time had the
Oh.
yeah. That's that is not the protagonist.
Okay. Well, she's blue, right? So I guess that fits.
Yeah. I guess depending on who you ask, he's the protagonist in some people's hearts. But
friendship.
Shirogane.
And you're even dumber
Okay.
than I thought.
Yeah.
It's odd. I didn't picture the two of us fighting together, Senpai.
I'm glad we are.
I had this on the tip of my tongue. I don't think I have it right. The 1000 IQ Killjoy, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
I actually looked those up, and I sat there and I looked at it for like 20 minutes, and they
Yeah.
all leaked out of my mind.
Oh no.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Crawl.
Right. Yeah. Who's putting in a lot of work with those?
I'm using a 4-piece from Shirogane in a cross combo. What's gonna happen? They're both gonna get pulled off.
Okay.
I'm liking the idea of just full screen swap into Adachi, giving Narukami some time to get some life back. But how much is Adachi gonna lose in the process? First goes unpunished. Ooh.
Okay.
Proteus's defense against the CC's been pretty good so far.
Yeah. Ooh, onto the trap.
Blues is going on the offensive. Gets the punish on this push though.
This should be a dead dodge.
Got all the meters.
Nope,
Just
never
choose
mind.
not to use it.
Oh, just go to the reset. Okay.
The confidence.
Yeah.
So they have to do it another one. Wasn't ready for. I forget what it was called. The overhead.
Double fang?
Double fang. Yeah.
You can't run from.
It's funny how like all the names slip my mind when I need them the most.
Mm-hmm.
But Blue doesn't need to know the names of any moves. Just go ahead and present them and see how many Proteus runs into, and it's enough to have us going to another game.
Get ready.
Gotcha. And let's. Alright. Let's see how Proteus responds to this now.
I still believe in our friendship. Then you're even dumber than I thought.
Hopefully with body armor, with the way
I
things
didn't
were
picture the two
going.
of us fighting together, Senpai.
Your boy was getting shot by Shirogane.
Looking forward to your brilliant
Yeah.
insights, Naoto.
Just a little bit.
But really,
Escape from
a lot of the work
crossing
was done by Blue's Narukami. Couldn't clear the high bar of an Adachi 5A to start things off. Almost half his life for it too.
Yeah.
The high Zio,
That's a high one. Worked out.
ready for it.
Yeah.
Blue really hasn't been able to do anything. Really, just literally hasn't been able to do anything. Finally gets to hit just to shoo Adachi away and get Shirogane in.
Ooh, doesn't quite get the pick up.
It's a throw though.
Alright, Mark, no gun. Oh! Didn't cover.
Far away from the second meter, but still getting pretty close to it. Probably won't even need it for the Narukami. Gets a punish on the burst as Adachi tries to come in and save him.
Be a mark on Dashi. Or not. Check this out.
Burns blocks it out, gets out of the corner as well. And a bit of a scramble.
Oh.
Good interrupt, stepped in 5A just to make sure that the Dark Izanami isn't going to come out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
At the ready.
Ooh, good DQ.
Yeah. Catches them both too, just to make sure not to get clipped in the backside when Narukami was coming in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My turn, huh?
Good looks from Blue.
Up in the sandwich. Jumps out. Good reaction. Ooh, just barely. Empty low.
That was a really hard sell for the time being, because you were just totally expecting Narukami to come down with some kind of button at that point, even if it was the
Yeah.
beat.
Okay, yeah. And Blue takes it. 3-1.
We won by a hair.
Shirogane is the answer. She knows all.
Mm-hmm.
The 1000 IQ Killjoy. killing all the fun the Proteus was having in the upper bracket.
You never change,
Killing
do you,
the
Nectar?
first game.
Please don't worry. No matter the situation, I'll keep you safe, Senpai.
I would have expected that out of Blue. And the thing that was on my mind through it though is like, even though he switched hide for Shirogane, he kind of got the same effect out of her, which was just having an assist for Narukami. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Hyde did more on point for Blue than Shirogane. But at the same time, the way Blue operated is just a better scenario for Hyde. Because like when he had Hyde, he was constantly looking for the cross-ups. Which, I mean, dude's out there swinging a sword, he's going to find it. But he had the same idea for Shirogane, and she just didn't have the hitboxes like that. But just having the 6P, and I guess occasionally the 4P every now and then, but more specifically the 6P for the cross-ups and a solid confirm, this gave him more opportunities to get the mileage out of Narukami.
Ready.
Now, we're going to have to talk about that a little bit later when Blue comes back, because we have our second match. Going to have Sunny, the son of ZoneBreakers, going against Tenryu. Now, Tenryu's a new name to the stream, if I remember correctly, but was around for the last ZoneBreakers. It didn't get a chance to shine on stage. Linne and 9 of the Phantom.
Can't escape from
Interesting
crossing
team.
fate. Fight.
I'm thinking roll Scarlet May.
Yeah. You know what? I do think I remember seeing it last time.
It's possible. I might not have put it in my notes. It's working.
Yeah.
A little bit of a miscue from the team combo right there, but Tenryu's on a really good spot. Catches the Azrael trying to move. And is ready for the burst, so this is going to be a solid point game with 4 meters. Don't think we're going to be able to close Yang just out just yet. I don't know about letting her out of the court.
Oh, roll through?
Yeah.
Nice.
Little Linne able to slide through the cracks of the offense. Bro, has Sunny really been able to do anything except for running my mouth? There it is.
There it is. Reverse?
And dashing away, but this still looks really hard for Sunny. Finds an A. It's another valid charge. And he's still holding on to his res, even though it's a pretty pitiful res that we don't need to talk about.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no block.
Bro, Sunny's
Not sure if it's good.
gets another chance.
He's got no meter right now. Ooh. Should have done 9.
Yeah, doesn't have a 9 either.
Oh.
And he got there just in time with yeah. The Sunny was pretty far down when that started too.
Yeah. That was a pretty impressive comeback.
Chumps like these aren't gonna light a fire inside me.
Oh? Then how about we set that smolder up?
Really far down. Didn't get to use Yang for anything, I feel like. But was able to just claw that back with Azrael. That still doesn't bode well for him though. Cause it's not like it's not like he got put down there by a sloppy master or anything. Tenryu was doing really well. Just wasn't able to keep Azrael contained. So
Yeah.
it is really setting the stage for Tenryu to get the same scenario and just be able to close Azrael out.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, how's Sunny gonna be able to work through this
Can't
neutral?
escape from crossing fate.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have a response to it. Because Yang didn't get to play at all.
He's doing a little better now since he got slipped in the dome.
Ooh. Not quite a full combo. Oh.
Off went back, wasn't ready. Air to arrows, looking for the burst, I believe. Tenryu getting another chance, chasing down the Azrael back dash with the 5P.
It's the verse.
Ooh.
Happy birthday. Oh, Yang pulled out.
That's still not good for Ezreal. Yang's got to come back in here. So Yang finally hits something. She did it.
Yep. Come down.
What push block is he's going to need another push block. Might not get a chance. Where's the burst come? Ooh. That's a beefy girl.
Yep.
Powers through the burst. This is probably going to be the end of Lin A. Don't need to think too much more about it because there's 2 more meters we need.
Yep.
Doesn't have a meter to see. Doesn't need a see. You said Yang didn't get to do anything last week. This time she came in with the poetry. You said to be or not to be. That ain't a question. Always late. 2B was doing so much. I say so much, it really had like a couple of key moments, but
yeah,
they were big.
Yeah.
Tim, are you switching?
No, looks like not. Just took a minute. Catch his breath.
Get ready.
Trying to figure out how to defuse these 2 bombs.
Because they will explode.
Yeah. First game, Yang was neutered. But Azrael was able to hold on. Second one, Yang got off to the races. This one's starting to not look good for Azrael. He came in the burst, but Lin was on the backside. It's a punishment. And I get the impression that Tenryu wasn't looking for that hit specifically, but still able to pick the spare after the fact. Blue combo and gets another point on a raw tagging. This is looking so good, but has to watch for the burst. Doesn't have enough in the tank to just over that again, but doesn't have a assist behind it for the confirm. Yo, it's not enough. But is mine strong enough to get rid of that? Oh, it's not like that.
I was about to say that might have been the end.
Yeah, it was looking kind of scary.
Yeah.
Are you really going to end this for me?
You know, sometimes being short just pays off.
Alright. We got tied, what? 2-2 now?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, that was game.
You know, I think I thought I was still thinking that Ryu got that first hit.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Get ready.
But you got to give it up for Sunny.
Get ready.
Able to roll with the punches and clutch out 2 games. So far, sitting up 2-1 against Tenryu. Needs 1 more to make it to the second round of winners. But means we have another game and another chance for Tenryu. Here we go into game 4.
Oh, up. Walk it off.
Gotta get your sea legs back. No, you ain't trying to fight Sunny in that. He over there. I'm kind of surprised Sunny didn't just go in there. I know what you're talking about.
Alright. Throw.
Back throw more important. So already at the end. But doesn't have an answer to the bird.
Oh. Not quite pick up. Alright.
So who's trying to do deals? Teleports, roll.
Oh.
And I don't know if Yang was supposed to keep that safe or not.
I think that's what that was.
You know how wild that's the case? Because think about it, right? So if that's how that's supposed to work out, Yang comes in with the assist, and she's able to get out in time for the DDT? Bruh. So So now we're gonna have to see if Tenryu's 9 is as strong as Asriel's in the comeback department. Yeah, I just like the part where there was no hittable characters on the screen. Can't do it again, and that's gonna be the end of Tenryu.
The
Dog.
don't call.
Yeah.
Chumps like these aren't gonna light a fire inside me.
Asriel said he signed it up for the dunk
How about we
competition this
set
year.
that
He
smolder ablaze?
probably can get a couple of 9s on the board. Yeah, I actually meant that.
Yeah, the
Jokes aside, good looks from Sonny, taking it 3-1. 3-1 in a set that was looking like it could have been a little bit closer than the numbers showed. 'Cause, again, that first game, that really set the tone for it in my mind. But we will be moving on to our first full round of matches. This is round 2. And yeah, I hear you oohing and ahhing because we got some heavy hitters in here.
yeah, we got Jan versus Tekla Issa.
Yeah, I saw Texas go over there, Ruby Yubi real quick. No. I ain't trying to bring no Narukami S, not yet, not against 40K. Warhammer. What you know about it? Big Dub and Heavy T. Nice to have Jan in the building. See how many people getting snatched up today. Has a tall order ahead of him for Tekla the first match though. Gonna have to see if he's warmed up. Really, if both of them are warmed up. Because I mean, you know Tekla was playing Blazblue earlier. Gotta make sure that Ruby and Yumi are firing on all cylinders. See where we go. A little bit of a quiet start. Jan's gonna take the initiative. Can't find anything she said except for a Yumi. And some damage on the Yumi. This isn't the most concerning just yet. The throw is starting to be a bit of a problem. No gadget finger. Yeah. Bit of a drop though. So the important thing that's happening right here is technically getting into the third meter. The first two had to go to push blocking. So down in the resource department against Jan, he's getting to use some more EX. It's trouble. Wedge into the swap. Hey, I did my homework. I gotta get my problems I do it. Wedge the sledge. It's one of those things. In some schools. This is where it's looking really scary for you because there's 5 meters. He shouldn't make it out of his alive. And then it's going to be really hard for Ruby to get much accomplished coming in. She's coming in with a decent amount of life to get back, but only a level 2 res and 2 meter to work with out of the gate. Stuck in a sandwich as well, but gets a DP and a big one to put Wong in the corner. Ooh. Thought it was okay, Perez, as Jan was jumping in, but that's just a green light for Wall to swoop from the skies, hit the empty jump 2C, take the first game.
Brute force alone. Don't make me laugh.
Hey, you disappear on me?
Tricks and gambits are me.
You sound like you disappearing on me. It'll be alright.
Get ready.
Going to game 2.
Get ready.
So I imagine Tekla will be a little more active in the start. Not so much like flat out aggressive, but I imagine he'll do more to try to keep Jan off and be able to hold on to some meter to make some stuff happen. Because, again, like, the thing that really stood out in my mind in the beginning was the fact that Tekla's first 2 meters had to go in the push block just to try to keep Jan off, and it didn't really do too much. really stunted the damage as Tekla tried to make some comebacks. And you need all the damage you can get when you're trying to chip away at 40k. But this start, pretty good one. Especially getting into assist. So I hear Bing. You getting back in here, man?
Yeah. Alright. I got a blue screen, but I'm back.
Oh no! We're gonna try to use some of this blue meter over here to get a cross down. Didn't get the swap away from Taker first in, but we're gonna get a big punish. Taker's gonna make sure that Taker can't flex too hard. And look for the cross up JC in the corner, but with the timing of the CC that gave Jan all the forewarning to block it and get a solid punish a little later on down the road. Hold on, he gets even better, it's gonna be a punish on Yumi.
Oh, went for the fancy.
Alright. But still gets to pick up the spare as well. Drop that one too. And that's just J.A. Big interrupt. CC will go ahead and lock him in. Gets around, gets punished. Doesn't get a punish. Jan's able to skirt away. Only for a second as he's met by a falling JD. Locked into another CC. And I'm okay with that idea from Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not gonna get a chance to burst either. That's all you need, man. You see how big that dude is? He got the power for it. Sledge slapped out of the sky. Ooh. Oh, that's it. That's double unfortunate. That was a scenario that neither one of them were expecting. The only reason why Tech was DP is he was actually looking for the immediate push block, and then Jan wasn't ready to punish the DP. Because I'm assuming Jan was expecting the push block as well. So, to be like that, the spacing's too good. Not in range for the 5 seeds and run a throw. Kind of a bold burst by Jan, but still goes unchecked. Over the top. Should be it. Easy 2+2. I'm just thinking about how that game went. It was
but you should consider brushing
it wasn't
up
the
on your
cleanest that I've
tactics a
seen
little
from
more.
those two, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
It still panned out the way that it should have, because Jan was in control for the most part, had the good opportunities that were kind of squandered by the drops, but you know, Tectel with a drop of his own really allowed Jan to get back in a comfortable position to close things out. Had to see if we get things looking a little bit better in game 4. It's in one of these games.
Wow! Kimono! Sensu! あなた芸者?
安納接近。さて、いかように。
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Open up again. Doesn't get to confirm from it again. See, that's what I was talking about. Like, and it's not like the games, or it's not like the scenarios are like completely flop, but it's just enough to mean a lot in these scenarios. They're trying to take another CC again, but that just gets slapped away by Taker 5A. Tasha Taker. Good look. Definitely to make sure that Taker's gonna check out of the corner. I'm kind of surprised Yumi got critical. Like both of them, but Taker gets out. I think Jan was expecting a run up low at that point, but it was good block on the crossover again. The Yumi special is stealing corners away from people. Oh, hey.
First workout.
This corner's looking really scary, but Tecto looks up, giving Jan a little bit of room. Ooh, there's a burst. But it surprises me to say Wald wasn't wide enough for that. But they were far enough apart. It was reasonable. Go for the big from up top. Big JD. Yeah. Get out of
the mid screen.
Yeah. Heads up play.
Yeah. Ooh, good aim.
And I'm kind of surprised Tecto had the cojones to do that, especially after getting dunked last time by Tigger's JD. But bravery's what you need to get through all this beef, man.
Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills? Oh, can we fight? Please, can we?
Here we are.
We have two.
Get ready. Get ready.
Think Tecto can hold on?
Yeah, I think so.
The round starts have been looking better. Jan can get away from like Ruby 5A at the start. 5A or like JB plus Yumi. It's possible for Jan to really like set the tone in all this, but if Tecto can find that start, it's just like so much control. Tech Wade is, yeah. Get to the back.
That's still really good.
Yeah. This one's only low.
Get you in. Ooh. Okay, I think it worked out. It's a throw.
Goes for a ride.
Yep.
2+2? No. Like a
Counter.
Bro, if Walt would have gotten there to break up that counter, but he's gonna have to come in at some point in time. The question is where. I'm guessing holding on for a bird? It has to be now. Has to be now.
Good block.
And that was a good choice to take the block instead of switching the route. I think that panned out better. Aside from the fact that Panther got BT into the corner, but still stepping up, getting another in here, going for the corner again. This time saying front side.
Yeah.
And Jan had the right side, just didn't know if the high low was coming. Now we're getting down to the front. Jan has the meter to work. Use the two of them, third one with the spark. Let's hammer. Trying to get away. Yo, who was on the backside?
Yeah.
You know what that was? Wait a second.
Oh, good drop.
Trust that was JB. Oh, great. No, Texas able to hold on. It was really, really fortunate that Ruby was able to get around Tiger. And you know why that happened?
With the CC?
With the CC. Because it looked like Tiger was all the way in the corner. But, Tiger's kind of slow. like any other character, I think they would have been able to back away fast enough. Oh, this is our
Oh.
actual game. The score was
Okay.
wrong. That's what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
trying to go with the score
Get
here.
ready.
But more importantly, who is this?
Yang Wall. Huh?
Yang Wald. Man. Yang Wald.
わお着物センスあなた芸者いいえ死ぬです
Jan?
どっちにして
Jan?
も
No. The first time you played something other than Walt Hagen that I have on here.
Right.
Again, there is the human error. I made
Instead
a
of worrying
spreadsheet,
about that, maybe you should worry about our
tend to be
enemies.
wrong,
They look pretty
just
tough.
like I was with the scores. But I believe this is the first time that we've seen something other than Walt Hagen. Yang. A more mobile character, which makes sense, especially with how the last game panned out. But mobility doesn't mean anything when you're locked in a sandwich. Getting shot in the backside with a Jake.
That's just didn't hit there.
Yeah, that's actually happened before. And I want to say it happened in Wall 2. There's somewhere in ZoneBreakers where there was some awkward burst that we didn't hit. I made a clip of this. But nonetheless, Fortune is favoring Tesla right now. Gets another JC with Jimmy, but can't get the punish on Yang's burst in. So that's a little bit of a break for Jan. Oh.
Okay.
Cleaned up by the wall of the wall 5 feet. If you jump wall, looking for the ball.
Yeah.
It was,
Made it.
yeah, it gave him so much momentum for it. And you know what the really amusing thing is that it's Jan. I can't remember what Jan was in the stream, but if that was the key point, yeah, you've already seen the power of Yang 2D today. You're gonna have to see if he has another one in semblance. Waited for it. Smelt the fear, the early burst to try to get out of it. CC off the knot. Better 2B though. Gonna need a lot more to get back in this game.
Ooh, trades with aces.
Into the fray.
But you can see the desperation coming out of Jan to just try to catch Nexus.
Yeah.
Nice hit. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Opting to chip away a little bit, gets a cross up on the 4P. Bit of an awkward drop. Can't tell if that was looking for another burst or not. This is a huge opportunity. 2B in the corner. 2+2 to get in the wall. There it is. But it's still looking at a fully loaded Ruby, 5 meter and CC, so gonna have to work around this one. That means so much.
Ready for it.
So I get the impression that Tekka was just trying to do that immediately, and Jan tagged Ruby right before Tekka peaked. So yeah, it's just one of those awkward timings. That actually works out for Jan because that's meter gone. But still, Tekka able to hold on, eventually just throwing his boosters, leaving no opportunity to hurt. So this is walled on the run. And it's a really awkward scenario because he has full life or pretty close to full, so doesn't want to just res it this way. Full meter as well, but might not get a chance to. It does part of, well, I mean, that was better than none.
Ooh. Yeah, with 5A.
That one is going to seal it up for Tech, taking it 3-2.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja.
Yang Wall just wasn't enough.
Yeah. I wonder. I don't know. Is that a specific counter pick for that, or is that a?
I don't think like asking me that kind of question.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of information, but pretty safe to say that when Tekka was starting to rock and roll, Wall Tager wasn't cutting it. Like, I mean, sure, it's nice in the fact that you have to maximize your damage or you have to earn more opportunities than the Wall Tager has, but still just trying to function in the neutral and work around two characters that can run from you. I mean, one a lot better than the other, and two characters that also just have very potent projectiles, right?
Yeah.
Ones that pretty much control the neutral, can constantly set up CCs, be it like front side trying to take the air dashes or getting to the backside and looking for active switches and all. Can imagine that's nothing that Jan really wanted to look at, but that's something that he's gonna have to figure out a little bit later should he come across Tectal again. Moving on through a bracket, we got another match. We got another match on the winner's side. Another one of the potent names from ZoneBreakers on the line. It is Razzle. Razzle's back.
Get ready.
Razzle's back.
Get
And the
Okay.
Wizard.
Who's sticking with the Naruto at the start this time? Interesting.
Opting to bring a gun to a sword
That's
fight.
odd. I didn't picture the two of us fighting together
I mean,
somehow.
it's a pretty good
I'm
choice.
glad we are. Looking
Could
forward
be.
to your brilliant insights, Naoto. It's too late.
Those are some dangerous blades to try to cross, though. You know,
Yeah.
Can't escape
one
from
that could
crossing
literally
fate.
cut bullets.
Fight.
Shoot him
Ooh.
down.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't a clip. That was a slap.
Shoot him
Yeah.
down.
Oh.
Changing position.
Ran into the activation of the DP.
Not bad. No chance.
Sharp.
Almost got out of there, but it's good. 5 assists.
I wonder how much information Razzle just got there from trying to bait the burst right there, and there was no response. 'Cause that was like a really fast play. Did I see that? Strike?
Cut through the DP
Yeah.
bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. that is still a projectile of the side shot. So, is this counting? Literally counting? I mean, we're not going to worry about it too much. Hiragana's gone. Yo.
I can take it from here.
Does Hakumen exist to counter her existence? While Narukami's over here getting worked in the corner. Not going to be able to close this out high, but we know it near it. But get a cross rate.
Put him back in there.
Cross slash to try to get out of this situation.
Pretty cool, huh?
I don't know about that.
No chance.
Ooh. Yeah, so Razzle taking the first game, like I look at the last scenario with Blue trying to do kind of the standard issue DP throw bait, if you will. But
What's it like to be so weak?
that's kind of dangerous to do on Hakumen, if you think, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're still swinging, the DP or the counter is liable to still be active, right? So you kind of have to be doing that specifically for looking for a throw,
Get ready.
as opposed to
Get
throwing DP.
ready.
Yeah.
I would think so. But another point of note is the fact that Shirogane is going to take a spot on the bench. No. Going to have the starter come back,
No
fresh
promises
up,
you won't get
juiced
caught
up,
up in
ready
the
to roll
crossfire.
high,
Not a problem.
taking his
Don't hold
spot
back on my account.
alongside Narukami for Blue.
Looks like you need to get
See if
your
High can
wings
get in there and throw
plucked.
some JBs on the track.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Get out here.
That is a quite literally a raging line.
Help me out here. Orbiter. Go. Get out here.
Is Razzle just trying to
Help me out here.
move around, see if he can make some magic happen with Hakumen. Finds contact. And I believe that caught Blue trying to move.
Okay, the bird. Ooh, DP accuracy. Fresh. Alright. Spent 2 bullets. DP connect. Ooh, whiff, but it's turning in. 2 meter a little too early.
And that was a huge opportunity gone from Blue. Especially after Razzle used the 2 meter like you said. So getting stuck in the corner, you had no way to push block out. chance for Blue again. A little too eager with the throw. Ooh, that hurt.
Ooh, drop it. That's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, I know. It said a drop on game.
Oh,
I don't even think it's that.
super.
Didn't have the meter, if I remember correctly, but still, it's working out for Razzo. Yeah, he's not gonna give you some space. Yeah, they had to touch Carmine. We're trying to use him again. All the way in there. Cross rage. This is a bit of a tricky situation.
Oh, Blue.
Ooh! Blue, please. Blue's still in an okay scenario for the fact that Haku the last hit. Good block from Razzo to keep him alive and get him out.
Oh.
Oh, is there gonna be a burp? It is.
It'll probably be.
Yeah. Coulda, woulda, coulda. 3 yards with the scramble.
Oh. Alright, 2 worked out.
Just needs to hit, but he can't. Yeah, can't get over the blood wheel. He's gonna get another chance. So I thought.
That was smart. That was really smart.
Maybe you'd be more entertaining.
No, he fooled me.
Carmine! Hakumen! Win!
That boy Razzle right there. Ooh, wee.
Threw down the 214C right before he rezzed. Baited you into it.
There is no power great enough to shatter.
I ain't know he can do all that.
Yeah.
All right. The Razzle character's kind of good.
Yeah, he knows a thing or two.
Got all the tricks, tools, and tips to get out of any situation. The Swiss Army knife of scenarios.
Get ready!
I was trying to.
Get ready!
Yeah. Alright.
Really, I could just blame it on the inflection there and call it a day, but nah. I thought I had a noun there, but going too hard on the mic.
Pull my punches. No promises you won't
Either
get caught
way,
up in the crossfire.
here we are. Razzle up 2-0
Don't hold back on my
against
account.
Blue.
Persona. Looks like you need to get your wings
Blue's
plucked.
trying to rely on the pro tag power again. Narukami and Hyde as we go into game 3. Let's see how it looks. Looks like Hyde ain't doing nothing.
GG.
But still, like, Hyde has literally done nothing but get interrupted so far. Gotta come in behind the EX over. Can't really do too much. He's just gonna run Hyde to the ground. Let's get it out there now.
I can take it from here.
I don't think he was ready for that.
I think Blue's done. Yeah. I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Behold, this is my pride.
Quick third.
To think that you and I would
But you
share the same.
or at least I feel like the frustration was really mounting with the Hyde, with the fact that he didn't even want to try to get Hyde out of there, and maybe he was trying to save it in. And the one moment that it crossed Blue's mind, or the one opportunity that he saw at the least, was when he got clipped 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, that just goes to show the power of Razzo.
He had a really strong showing.
Yeah.
But next up, we're supposed to have Yui and his Clay coming through.
Is this Clay just Clay? I'm assuming it's just Clay, right?
It is just Clay, yeah.
Alright, so
It's the same thing.
that would be are Seth Lives from all the way back from 4 tournaments ago. ZoneBreakers 8.
Yep.
Been a while. Since
Yeah.
this came class.
Yeah, it's been good.
Going against someone who often makes it pretty deep into the BB tag brackets in Yui. Yui over there with quite a plethora of characters. Typically seen in Chie, but Chie Adachi more specifically, but there's a couple other tricks over there.
Yeah. I think we had was it an easy one last time?
Well, that's your boy Sonata. Unless I didn't write did I not? I might not have actually updated this.
I thought there was another easy or maybe 2. Did Raza play some easy too? I don't know. I need to stop talking about that because I definitely don't know.
You're gonna make me double check the last one because I feel like I didn't update this. I wouldn't be surprised because between the 2 of them, they played more characters than anybody else combined.
Yep.
Well, there
There's
you go.
easy or Narukami. Okay.
I didn't update. I'm mad at myself. I ain't do everything I need to. Easy Yoi Narukami.
My blades will tear through
Swift
you.
Justice.
I will not waver in my pursuit of justice.
There are people I have to protect. I will not lose.
Can't escape from
Seth lives,
crossing
though.
fate.
Yeah.
Fight!
I guess everybody looks the same when you're trying to deal with these Yoi badasses, right? Yeah, this time just holding back. He knows that the overhead is coming. A little bit of breathing room. Where is Liz? Gotta get her out of here.
Ooh. Okay. Just gets clipped with the
What's up with
Movie.
that? Hey man, all music is good. First time Liz comes out, she runs immediately into EDO.
Oh, drops the combo. Alright for the bird.
Ready for the overhead, push block to get away from the throw as well. And snaps her out of the teleport. That's so big because it's in the corner. This is one of those rare scenarios where Liz has no meter.
Ooh. That's like the only thing they could have done.
Yeah, it worked out. Waited for the as well, so that's going to be the end of Self.
So Liz is drop.
She got a Maziora. She got 8.
She is an awakening. So she's half boss right?
That's 5 meter to work with.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like you see the DP, right?
Yeah.
You really want to press the button there.
Mm-hmm.
Easy Yoi 6P right behind it.
Win!
My pursuit of justice demands I eradicate all evil in my path. I suggest you stand aside.
Even then, we walk forward.
Locked it again with Seth Liz for game 2. All right. I mean, when Seth started cooking, everything was going okay. But
Yeah.
took a lot of damage out of the gate.
Yeah. I know Clay's got some other characters, but I'm not sure if they are recently seasoned, I guess.
That's a good way to put it, because we staying in the oven for ZoneBreakers 12. Staying in the kitchen.
I will not waver in my pursuit of justice.
Can't escape from
But
crossing
we're gonna have to see
fate.
what the Seth tastes like. Here we go, game 2. We're gonna segment out there. And a sandwich, but the sandwich isn't really doing anything, but just being a bit of an annoyance to play.
He's doing
Another CC again.
Pretty good defense.
That was
out.
We'll take back. You in pursuit, gets a 4-0. Bit of a drop. Big drop.
For the cheeky fastball.
Yeah. And it's not like it's the fastest recovery ever, but still like the idea.
Ooh. Hard.
Wiz just got tossed over the wall with the all-time party. Big throw. Right before Versa goes up. I'm really surprised by that. If we had 5-8, it could have just got rid of Seth right there on the spot. It was still 7. Especially since that was EZO, I can't imagine that being too much more, but you still in control after a couple of bursts. No meter to work with. Xanaton. Second hit of 5. Coming to bail play out.
Reset.
Ooh.
Goes for it. Can he eat up and he's gone.
Here we are in a situation that you don't want to be in. Live by yourself, get awakening, and pop the res. It's a level 4 res, but it could be a level 7 res for all we know. Not really doing anything.
We won by a hair.
That's the second.
Izayoi, you win.
My pursuit of
Is it Liz? Is it Liz that's not doing enough for Clay? I feel like
Get ready.
I mean she's doing her function in the back,
Get ready.
but I feel like Liz isn't doing enough right now. Feel like she is the weak link.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Yui's doing really well to stay
I will
like
not waver in my
mobile and
pursuit of
aggressive
justice.
enough to not allow any like really big hits to go off. Because I'm not like thinking about Seth tension streaks or anything. Nothing of that nature.
Oh, big. Happy birthday. Drops.
Send it back to the store. Didn't want it. This one's gonna hurt though. As much as easy you really can do. About some point, buddy. Gets another chance at it as well. And knowing this is a punish on the burst, so there's not gonna be anything behind this one either. 2.3 on this. Baits the DP. And that was a good bait, even though Yui couldn't punish it. Because like they've been constantly going for the side ass overheads afterwards, so you knew that at some point in time the DP had to come out. That was witty, using the momentum from the dash to swap and get two swapping. You know, nothing really happened. Meanwhile, Clay used the meter for EX Vengeance. For EZO in the air. It's really hard to swap that far out of the shot. He's holding down back, he gets the punch. He's still in the good spot there.
Ooh.
And that was after swap, so technically a punish. More ran into the car, ran into traffic.
Goes for the save. Arms off it.
This is not over.
Stop the taking buttons out of these that war. Well, no, there wasn't a counter hit, so was Clay trying to run away? Couldn't get too far. Nowhere to run as Yui takes the set 3-0.
My pursuit of justice demands I eradicate all evil in my path. I suggest you stand aside.
Even then, we walk forward. We can't protect anyone if we're too busy watching our feet.
That was just hard to scramble with. Yui was pretty consistent with the pressure. I mean, I'm not going to say like all the mix-ups worked because they didn't, but it's something to think about the fact that Yui was able to get enough hits and constantly enforce enough try-dash A's to try to really spook Clay. Got Clay into a scenario looking for DPs, which even though the one that was baited went to nothing, like there was no punish or anything. It was just the fact that Yui was pretty much in the driver's seat for the most part.
Yeah.
One thing that was really standing out in my mind was a moment where like Clay was looking for Izuyoi in the air, like looking for the 2B. She's floating behind a projectile, looking for the second one, teleports behind it and gets the punish. Just Clay could just never really pin Izuyoi down.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our next match. If and when that match comes. Sounds like we got a second. So, just like with all breaks, you know, at some point in time we got to push this on. It's a match Reno. That means you can put some money in the pot. How do you put money in the pot? Dogi, how do I put money in the pot? Like, what you do? You hit exclamation point match arena on the chat. That'll pull up some links for you. That'll do some of the legwork for you. Click on the link for BB Tag, because that's what you watch. Log in with your favorite social media. You go to contribute and use the code ZBTAG12. If you made it to the 12th, put that in, click OK or confirm whatever. I think it's contribute. That's what the button says. And it'll add 50 cents to the pot. Now, when you get a little bit of free time, because you ain't got that much time right now, you could do some sponsor quests. Just like click this link, check this page out, follow this person, yada yada. You can add a little more money to the pot. That way, a little more crowd-funded Matcherino money. You feeling extra generous, which, you know, I understand that some of you people are really generous and we're so thankful for you. You could donate your own money to the pot. You too can add to the Proteus. Because that's who we got pulled up. Matcherino plugs are over. We got games. Proteus is coming back. Your boy gonna see how he squares off against Clay.
Yeah. I feel a little bit guilty for this because I actually spoke this match into existence. And,
you did?
Yeah, these two are friends, and not only that, but they're roommates.
Ooh.
So they're playing online about 10 feet away from me.
Oh man. So they sitting there with a wall between them just talking mad trash. Clay's coming in with the third 5 to punish the burst of Proteus. Delayed air dash. Getting all the hits in before the burst could possibly be a possibility. Ooh, the Proteus there with the DP.
Ooh.
Yeah, totally saw it.
No escape from ES Vengeance.
Exactly.
Dodson goes down.
Proteus to the 5A, starts taking the cross land, so this is, could possibly be a safe jump, depending on, oh no, that was really
Too
far.
far.
Yeah.
Ooh, catches. Still get punished either. That's good. Oh.
Slaps us the way. Didn't want to commit too much knowing that Liz was there, but you know, Vince and Liz one-on-one. A little too early with the EXDO, so Seth gets to walk away from it. And has the level 4 reservoir segment out.
Ooh.
And it's there. Proteus is a little too eager to try to make the magic happen. Case in point again, as he stepped in looking for the 5A, and Clay floated over to the top, got to the backside, and took the first game out of the pot.
You're nothing but a shadow upon my hunting grounds. Leave me be.
So you really did this to him, huh?
I mean, all I did was happen to say something offhand.
Alright.
You know, maybe it would be kind of funny if this happened.
Well,
It's not like I rigged the bracket or anything.
I don't
can't
believe
do
you.
that.
I don't believe you.
I don't have access to it.
You can't prove this.
My blades will tear
Look, you
through
can't prove that I did anything. So
Adachi-san,
You're part of ZoneBreakers, right?
Can't escape from crossing fate.
You're on staff.
Fight!
they're
You
yours.
freezing
Yeah.
Fight.
You could have did this to your squad.
Try to go.
opening my gap.
Timing was a little bit off. It was before the grab. Just like the timing was off on the restand from Liz, so huge opportunities wasted from both of them. Probably just trying to wrangle this one back. Ooh, cleaned up by Liz for beat. Waited for it. Waited so long that it looked like Proteus was gonna go, but just at the last second, pump the brakes and snip.
Let's clean this up.
Welcome.
Get some.
Come on
Now
out.
it's time to kill. Tear them down.
Time.
They didn't sell that too well.
Up and at 'em.
I say that, but at the same time, it was supposed to look for throw swap and not throw CC. So that's saving the day.
Ooh, jumps the command grab. Another one.
Imagine using 4 meters
I'd rather not.
and scooping up nobody. That's like trying to go for the fishing game at the fair.
Oh, that was a little wild. Alright,
Oh, please. Go. I'll beat your ass.
cleared the orb.
You know, if this game had air throw, then I believe they would have taken the air too. Your boy Proteus is trying to come in there hot, just holding forward again.
Don't think so. Counting on you.
Oh, the orb saved the day.
Pierces all. Up and at 'em. What?
And he gets around the verse too with the 5
Yeah.
meters. Why he's still in here?
It was jumping to the orb. He thought he got it. I thought he got it too.
Oh, full power.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's the secret, huh? That's how you get the command for him. You just do it with Seth. Liz can't do that.
Now you're
Saw Liz
As
was trying
one
so
who presides
hard
over power, I cannot
to
hand
get
out
Santos
wins
put his
so
hands on somebody,
easily.
couldn't do anything. Seth comes in one time in the clutch,
Mm-hmm.
matches up the second game.
Get ready. Get ready.
Game 3.
I will show you no mercy.
You think Proteus can get on the board, man?
Adachi-san,
I think so.
I still believe in our
He's
friendship.
keeping it close. Took that one down
You're
to
even dumber than
a
I
res
thought.
situation, so it's possible.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
I think it would do him a little better to slow down at some points and you know, try to interact with play as opposed to trying to run it over. See how it goes, bro.
Go.
Fastballs. Hey.
DP.
When I was going through the push block, didn't want to put a Zeo car behind me.
This should be fun. Persona. Here I go. I see.
Can't get in time for punishment. That's something that can't happen anywhere.
That's his bleeding.
Yeah, he's getting tagged on the way in. He plays consistently calling him out still.
Okay.
Takes to the corner.
Pretty cool, huh?
Just using it as a switch to get a Dashi. You're gonna get tagged pretty hard by Liz 5A.
Got moves.
Yeah? You don't think your boys cook like that?
Don't think so. They're yours.
Oh, I get you. You didn't teach it.
Nah, no. Hey, I have caught him in.
Fair enough.
Learn all this by himself.
Oh, double overhead.
Yeah. Took it.
There's no burst neither, so this is gonna be a red super. Is this enough for an Arcana? It is.
My turn, huh? Oh, so you want me to hurt you? Told you it's useless. Go.
Okay.
This power will guide me.
Says your boy can do it, and Proteus is trying to take it to game 4. Gonna get. Wait a minute. Breaks out the reaction time.
Gets caught by slow though.
Yeah. Full screen to be.
Your fate was in the cards.
Probably expecting the command grab and trying to jump out. I'm guessing.
It's reasonable.
I don't have time.
And especially considering it was
If you wish to
Liz,
play in the
right?
shadows, find another foe.
That's all she's been doing. So Clay is doing a pretty good job pouring on the pressure, able to layer on the offense. In the big one that was standing out towards the end, finding that big double overhead to really start to drive the game to the end. Pretty good. Ooh.
Oh, we got Sonic from basketball versus
Oh, yeah.
Marvin Pie. Okay, this will be an interesting set for sure.
I'm wondering how Marvin was feeling because they were talking about being a little gassed towards the end of Grand Blue. But, you know, this is the kind of game that injects caffeine into your systems, get you jump started, rocking and rolling. Got to deal with all these characters flying around like pinballs. I mean, if you weren't awake before, you're really gonna have to be to go against the likes of Yang Azrael. Especially a Sunny Azrael. That dude be moving. He be schmoving.
We saw a lot of that in that first set he played today.
Still upset that my man Sonny was like, yo, dash through Gustav, dash through Growler. I'm just dashing. I'm doing all the specials. And they were hidden. They were hidden. Yo, I feel like this is the new game. We had the original, where's Tectal? But now we have the sequel, where's Marvin? I've been saying that all afternoon. Coming to your PlayStation 5, where's Marvin? There we go. PS5 launch time. Gonna go ahead and pick that up in Final Fantasy 16.
Okay, Hilda Cheer.
Is this new?
I feel like we saw this before.
I
could be wrong.
Get ready.
I'm gonna just not trust myself because I really think I didn't update the stuff from 11. So I'm gonna say this probably happened. I'm gonna go with you. Either way, it's I think it's a pretty reasonable idea to put in front of Yang and Azrael. Because when you get the meter and you have the Chie, you don't really care who the other character is. So I'm assuming the goal of Hilda is to survive. I mean, she can do that on the other side of the screen. She's staying well out of the range of both the characters as well. I mean, that's what Hilda does. Ooh, sandwich in the corner. I just feel like her hair was.
He's ready for it.
4 meter. Oh, well.
Power crunch combo into death.
Was that another blue bar? Yes. Can we see this again? I actually don't know if Yang came in and got hit beforehand, but I think he just got cleaned one shot and one of those, bruh.
You promised to buy dinner if we
No,
win.
it couldn't have been because I was only 17.
Yeah. More importantly, somebody hit the mute button on Symbols. They weren't trying to hear that today.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready.
So, game 2. Don't really have a lot of information from the first one. Just have 2 dead characters. You know who the imposters are. Don't need to worry about something anybody else. It was empty. It was white, black, and green.
そう振る舞うがいい
I guess I could say I couldn't remember if Marvin was playing the default. Close. Sus on the red. They did it in the middle of the store. And this is security or something.
Okay, that's true. I'm just getting some offense off.
Yeah. More offense than he had in the entire first game. Here's another one, yo. Chien could be gone unless there's a bird. Doesn't even leave a chance.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Got to. He's getting rid of you. Yang slides in behind.
To the wall.
All of them.
Ooh.
Yo!
Without reset? Okay.
There's a CC behind this. Up top, let's go.
Slam dunk.
Oh! Kobe!
That was blue.
God,
But I respect it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Marvin just took the hands off the stick and felt like, got it. Game 3, let's go.
Yeah.
Chumps like these aren't gonna light a fire inside me.
Oh
Looks like we got a hell of a match on our hands, folks. The slobber knocker going both ways. I have to get up and turn my lights on and everything because it's getting a little dark. But really, jokes aside, yeah.
Get ready.
As long as Marvin holds on to Hilda and can get Hilda started, I think their games are going to be more stable than Sunny. Because Sunny gets control from like taking a scramble and running a mile with it. Marvin's first game was just getting Hilda cleanly in the corner against like, I think it was in the no, it was Azrael. In this situation right here, and just grinding away. So that's the main goal that Marvin's got to have for. And looking kind of scary, Ruby with his big burst. You gotta survive another one of these. So James can get down. I wonder what that was about. Because I think just got down there in time. Going too far.
Yeah.
Is it a bird? It's a bird.
Slow walk over. Oh.
That was kind of wild, yo.
Yeah. Azrael, win.
49-second game, no res.
Chumps like these aren't gonna light a fire inside me.
All right then.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah. I wonder, man, does Barber have something else in the tank for this?
I don't know.
Oh, we got something new. Lake Yumi. Okay.
Get ready.
Just got rid of Hilda
Get
completely.
ready.
I could. There's an idea I like, but there's something I don't. Or there's a couple things that I don't. I like the idea of trying to run from Sunny, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, well, there's a couple problems. One, Marvin trying to do this cold, punch slightly, and two, the fact that if Flint, yeah, you still have to burst, and you still have to make your burst count. Because when Sonny gets hit, Sonny hits are going to hurt. Not so much the same for the likes of Blake Moon. So this is still a game plan that ultimately favors what Sonny wants to do. Now Marvin gets a block on the reset, but there's just going to be another one. Sonny on the burst is Blake comes in and he's not liking her entry at all. Flag down. Ooh. Answers around the DP and Blake's gone. You be coming in with a level 2 burst. I don't know how much he's really going to be able to do. So my man is smooth.
Oh, he's playing with his food. Might be the start of the comeback.
It's the best possible start is 5 digits. Sonny's still trying, but you ain't coming to save.
Okay.
That's very reasonable for Marvel. With the way Sonny's been playing, just go ahead and put the median on the incoming. Sonny's being very active. Dash 3-5A.
Oh, just drops. Finish strong for the easy. JC in the super. Yep.
It was a setup for the 5B down of the road.
Yeah.
You right? Going. New characters, but still finished in the same time. 49 seconds.
Chumps
Yeah.
like these aren't gonna light a fire inside me.
Oh? Then how about we set that smolder ablaze?
Yeah, that's still a tall order for Marvin, though. Literally in the center of the ring trying to bullfight with Sonny. It's just hard. It's hard. Sonny went in there and did the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Being himself. A little too extra at the end with the Azrael.
Yeah.
Sonny's MO is just causing pure chaos.
It's what Sonny is known for.
When I think about it, it might have been nice to try to start Blake Yumi. Like, I still don't like the idea, like the two game plans, like lining up. And with my amateur knowledge, it just really seems like it favors Yang Azrael too much. But like, starting there, and then maybe trying Ruby Hilda, unless Marvin just really felt comfortable scrapping, which obviously wasn't the case. Like, Chie Hilda, in hindsight, I don't know if that's really the best idea against Sonny, especially starting Chie. Like, I mean, you don't want to start Hilda either, because you don't want her to get blown up, but Chie was the most important factor in my mind just to delete a character, right? But you also just can't leave Hilda in there because she's outmatched in close range, and you're not going to be able to contain those characters, especially Azrael. Like, you mistime any kind of defense, like a 2A, mistime a skewer, anything like that. Like, Azrael's in.
Yeah, for sure.
It just seems. I don't want to sound so doom and gloom and everything, but it just seemed like a really hard selection of characters to choose from Mark.
Yeah. But okay, we've got Sonny stepping back up to the plate versus Yui this time. I think both of these players kind of remind me of each other from what I've seen them. They're both gonna kind of get in on you and then blow you up.
Now, see, I wanted to jump in with what I had on my mind, but you said the PC is. Very aggressive-minded players that really run their game plans and enforce their ideas on the other. Better known as nutcase.
Okay.
Most of bit of the value of the charge, but still got the coast to coast. Hit a lot of damage on it. Oh, no, put it back, sir. I want nothing to do.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting that to be able to get it. That was really unfortunate for Sunny. This could be the end of the year right there. He's looking for the 2B slow on the draws. Nothing found it out, but autocorrect.
Yeah.
2B jumps around, doesn't want to get slapped out of 5A. Oh, and then can't get to the 2B in time of a dodge. Interrupt GA, doesn't let her come out and do anything.
Oh, he tried to go for the safe super stuff.
Right? And the timing just nice.
Oh.
Got a push out here. 5A again. He still has some ground to make up. Getting really close to 4 bars, we're just gonna go ahead and use the cross slash. Stealing the Dachi out as well, still getting away with a back dash. Ooh. Double dash. He tried to dash again, but was just a little too slow. Can't get away from here. Couldn't get a growler up either.
Oh, she's burning. Ooh. That was very unfortunate for Yui.
Yeah. Because I kind of imagine if Semblance didn't exist, Sunny wouldn't have had like the time to sit and assess the scenario right
Chumps
there.
like these aren't gonna light a fire inside
Because
me.
without the freeze, it would have been really hard to like pick up the fact that TA whiffed, or not even whiffed, but Tomoe got interrupted out of 5B on the spot. But having the time to just sit there and process the information really gave Sunny everything that he needed to get out of that first game. Now, that being said, I specifically used the phrase "get out" because brawling, and we getting back in here again for game 2.
一丁派手なパーティータイムにしようか。
さあそう振る舞うがいい
Call my name and I shall appear.
I did say brawling.
From
So
crossing fate.
that makes sense. I say brawling. It is too. Pump the break. Just let a Dachi take the lead. Really the calm before the storm. Late 2B. Frank. Getting the cross up, but doesn't get a clean hit from that. Auto correct again with a 5B. There's no burst for this.
食事の時間だ
Oh, that guy. Oh, he got countered.
Yeah.
Good block for her.
Not going to need anything else after this. It's going to be game gone. Azrael coming in with half res. And he tries to come in at 5 feet.
A little too slow.
A little.
Not bad. Guess I've got some more training to do.
Yeah, with the way things are going, I don't think either one of them is going to get that much respect out of the other. There ain't no way.
Get ready.
Here we go, getting ourselves lined up for the third brawl.
そう振る舞うがいい
If you want me to play nice, I've got some bad news.
I haven't been looking at the time so far, but I'll be amazed if any of these go past like the 100-second mark. That's it. We're not blocking this top beaters.
Yeah.
I mean, that worked that one time, but Ying doesn't have too much more. She's gonna have semblance this year to come back and heal it. She's gonna heal it up. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Oh, well. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. 13K still hurts a lot.
off the back in action.
Flying very high, doing well. This one's looking pretty good. Interrupts to a 5B and blocks the burst. Didn't get a punish on it directly, but still Yui in a really strong position. Gets over the Growler. Pulls on the DP. That's going to be in the Advil. Full screen sandwich against Yang. Trying to rev out of this situation. Get the 5B on.
Sure. Still a very rough spot.
We've seen Sonny come out this before, but it was with Az. Trying to reach to the start. This one's gonna be the end.
You can't tell me that's it. You're so weak I can hardly believe it.
Able to pull off in this race 2-1.
Get ready.
See, I have it in my mind to like try to think of things to say to fill in the space, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, what can I say? What meaningful thing can I say that could be an adjustment that Sonny can make to the actions, right? And it's the only thing that's honestly coming in my mind. Hit Yui more than you get hit.
That is definitely the type of game we got going.
Like, I'm sure if I was able to sit and analyze what was happening, there'd be some more nuances to it. Nice bait on the first. Stuff like that.
Oh.
Looking to the JB to be like anything. We're, needless to say, we're scrapping. This is a good scrap though. This isn't like really messy. It's really raw. You look for stuff like that. Backdashes to try to make whip.
Wasn't ready to lift punch.
Wasn't really expecting Yui to swing into the second. Growler can't hold on for long enough. Has to play to get under the DP and take the corner.
Good awareness.
So this one, I can say this is Sonny swinging a little too hard. Not literally swinging, but just willing to lay all the cards out on the table. Yui looking to the fuck, can't find it, still has control of the DP. Goes to the low again. So pity. That is actually the perfect line for that right there. What a way for Yui to send Sonny down to the loser's bracket. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite super lines in the game, though.
It's pretty good.
It is, especially for what goes on in this game. For a reversal super, that's a little too fitting. Oh man. And it's fitting to say, back off of that cross slash, it's going to be Yui up in winners finals one more time. Gonna have to see who they square off against.
It looks like, you know, due to the age of multiple tournaments happening at the same time, you're gonna have to take a little dip down to the loser side of the bracket.
Yo, Sonny coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got Sonny.
Yeah. We got Sonny and we got the return of Blue.
It's Blue, dum-dee-dum-dum-dum-dee-dum-dum.
The walking protagonist himself.
This might be one of those series where the pro tag dies, though.
Ooh, that's not good.
It could happen.
It definitely could happen. In the most violent of ways.
There would be no other way for this to end. The only way that Blue gets out of this match is if he survives. He can't win. I'm hard pressed to believe that Blue can win and beat Sunny. You just gotta survive. That's what most people do.
一丁派手なパーティータイムにしようか。
Heck, that's kind of what Yui did for the most part. Yui got some good.
Yeah.
I don't pull my punches. No promises you won't
Now,
get caught up in the crossfire.
That leaves Blue
Not a problem.
to try
Back on my account.
to finish off the beast known as Buck Sunny
Can't escape from
down
crossing
here in the
fate.
losers bracket.
Fight.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Up to the zero card. Oh,
Dude, you said jumped over the Zio car. I thought more of get down to the court. Here is Sunny.
not quite close. Oh no.
What kind of fancy combos we get? Has the CC gate doesn't want to use this yet. The next. As you come a little bit further, hide with the bailout 5P tail bring. Blue's chance, but Blue's got to get Narukami out of something. They're going to switch from the Dio card.
Oh, she's burned. Oh no. Sonny's playing around too much.
But on the other end of the spectrum, the bravery of Blue to stand there and just let Sunny be a fool. Looking for the funny, we couldn't find anything. Sunny with the late DP getting out of the pressure. Back in the screen. Frontside growling. To the backside. Is he swinging? Is he swinging? Yeah, Sunny thought that he was able to pick up Narukami on the backside, but still getting rid of high and then eventually getting to 5B. Better than nothing.
そんなんじゃ全然だよ。Yan, Azrael, win.
What did I tell you? You don't beat Sunny. You just survive. Blue couldn't make it out of the first game. Still has 2 more chances.
Yeah.
Got Buck Sunny over here running Buck Wild, being a fool. Jeez.
Classic.
Yo, is he switching character? Does another character do anything for? Who did he have?
You were
Shirogane?
playing Naoto earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe a Ruby? If he's got a Ruby?
She would be a very good pro tag to have right now, actually. Because she has DP that hits both sides.
Yeah.
That would be an extremely valuable thing to have right now. Especially when you got this guy just appearing behind you. Oh, Shirogane.
Oh, okay.
Get ready.
Reaching for greater truth. So there's a caveat to this
一
match
丁
to
派
think
手な
about.
パーティータイムにしようか。
Where technically speaking, Blue doesn't have to do as much
Can't
work
escape from
if
crossing
he
fate.
gets some characters through some marks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is he's got to get the meter and hold on to the meter. So don't know how much that'll factor in. They're trying to make a lot of use out of Shirogane 60. 5 feet, well, missed the first CC. I thought he was trying to move, but wasn't ready for the button. Kind of surprised Growler didn't meet that up, but I don't know if the Growler went to the initial hit of the Growler.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
There's the Mars. And there's 2 meters as well, so this is actually really possible for Shirogane to grab as well. So Sunny sucks as Big hit on Yang. Not really the biggest one in terms of damage, but you know, just making some action happen.
Alright. Throw it back into the corner. Oh.
With funny, he got around the burst too, but still can't really do anything about it. I didn't think that Blue was actually ever going to get this scenario throughout the entire match. Gets to sit behind 4 traps on Sunny. Yo,
I think he might have been able to.
Please help.
you might have tried to miss time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
No burst.
Oh, you gonna get her out of the way before she can kill you?
Yeah, 4 meters. No burst still.
Yeah.
Waited too long.
Oh,
And I wonder if Sonny was actually trying to bait that burst out and was gonna put it back. But yeah, he didn't have everything queued up. Ooh, close spot stinger.
Yay.
Okay, let's go.
This is impossible for Narukami to
yeah, definitely.
not
Maybe
doing
not
that.
anymore.
No. No.
Yeah, you know Sonny's got this. He's got something.
But it was
Not letting you get away with losing less than 9K anytime you
残
hit.
念。そんなんじゃ全然だよ。
But Blue just panicked on the incoming, which there was a lot of noise in his face. I don't blame him. But he got hit for coming in and was just literally mashing 2A. Like, please, find something.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Switching back, looks like.
I don't think Shirogane was bad.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Get ready.
it might
I
not
mean, I
be.
think technically that went better for him than
Get ready.
the first game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe not comfortable trying to play off the back foot of a
maybe.
trap game or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, that's something that if Blue sits down and puts some time to it, Narukami Shirogane is pretty good for him.
一丁派手なパーティータイムにしようか。
Nonetheless, we are switching back to you and
I
High
don't pull my
Pro
punches.
Tag
No
Power
promises you won't get
for
caught up in the
game
crossfire.
3.
Not a problem. Don't hold back on my account. Persona.
You know, on a side note,
Crossing fate.
I've had a word on my mind for ages. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna slide this in.
Uh-huh.
Nothing too special, but just, I'll get to it a little bit later. There it is. Tag trap. I don't know why that has slipped my mind for forever doing commentary, because that was like the very first thing I ever said about this game. Pretty accurate for what happened. Sonny let that one go. He's losing some steam. Oh, he's back. Here's the bird. There it is, yeah. And it was just with the way everything was lining up, Sonny couldn't really do anything about it. Well, could have been a assist punish, but I guess he wanted to hold on for a burst of his own.
That's 5 there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I'm mad.
Twin piston, double punch. But Sonny!
Oh.
Don't really have to say too much more about that one. Just a rude dude.
Yeah.
Azrael. Win.
I'm saying that, but I'm also thinking, was that actually Sonny's sword, or did he want to protect him with her afterwards? I couldn't tell. I just saw an Astro scrolling behind a 2B. It was like, bruh, this is how you feel right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you can feel however you want to when you're victor, because you know the victor writes history. However that saying goes, winners write history, something like that. It's Sonny gets to move on to loser semis. Took that 3-0. Now, still have a couple of matches that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
And I guess this is coming from some conflicts of interest between some other tournaments. Got some people double dipping and everything. That happens. Again, I'm never going to fault anybody for it. In fact, I totally recommend people do that. Dude. That's a smart thing to do in these times. You're trying to get your games in, trying to grind before the Arc Rebel Onlines and all that. What better way than to just enter multiple tournaments? Especially if they're free to enter tournaments where you still get cash prizes. And you know where you can enter a tournament for free and get some free money? You can do that here. By way of Maturino, hey, Maturino plug, exclamation point Maturino in the chat. I mean, I could have did that with a straight face, but it's awesome for you.
Yeah, it was good.
ZB tag 12. This is the 12 Zonebreakers online. That's the code you use. And log in with your favorite social media. Read. I was gonna say Twitter, but then I would be saying Twitter's your favorite social media. Twitter's not that good. I guess your favorite would be Discord. It's like the lesser of all the evils right now. I have to see what your choices are. I'm kind of
You
curious.
can log in with Twitch too.
And you say that like Twitch is a good one.
I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm saying it's what you got.
I'm picking the lesser of evils right here. Either way, while I'm trying to figure out what my options are, you log in with your social media of choice. You use the code ZBTag12. You can add 50 cents to the pot. You can do some sponsor quests. You can do. You can donate your own money, which would be oh so gracious and thankful for. Many ways for you to get involved. Let's see. You can use. I mean, I can just read them down the line, but you can use Twitch. It's not really that good. YouTube, not really that good. Twitter, Discord. I think Discord would be like the lesser of the evils that people would use. All right. You got Facebook. Nope. You got Google. Google might also be like the least of the evils, but no. Google might actually be it. Because every time I think of Google, I think of what was that thing? The wannabe Google Facebook that's already dead. Oh, what was that called?
You'd be thinking of Google Plus.
Google Plus. Thank you. See, that's when you come in. That's when you slide in.
Yeah, Google Plus. Google Plus.
Yeah, that trash. All right. That's what I think of when I think of Google. But I mean, there's everything else that it uses, which is like Gmail, YouTube as well. But anyways, Google's on here. You can log in with your Microsoft account. All right. You can log in with your Line account. I can't comment on that one. Watch that one actually be the best. And then last but not least, the drum roll. You can log in with yeoldbattle.net.
Did you mention the Microsoft account?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did mention Microsoft.
Okay.
You can log in with battle.net?
Yeah, you can log in with battle.net.
Yo, man, you trying to play some HOTS?
Not anymore.
At some point, I want to try it, I think.
HOTS is good.
It's not bad. It's definitely good.
It's good. There is no, it's not bad. That game is good.
Yeah.
It's a different flavor of MOBA.
Mm-hmm. It's unique.
All right.
What's up?
Razzo just won ESL, so he should be jumping over here.
Wait, real quick. Are you saying this on stream or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he should be jumping over here momentarily.
Congrats to Razzo. Hey.
Good shit. Also, shoutouts to Eon for getting second place over there.
We don't congratulate people who don't enter.
Dang, you right? Yeah, Eon, enter next 2 weeks, bro.
Ding, with no congrats.
If you enter next in 2 weeks, bro, then you get a congrats.
Oh, too late. Already got a congrats. Bigger one goes to Razzo.
All right, there's Razzo. All right,
right.
so we should be getting started here. I will disappear again.
Bye. But here we go with our second match of winner semis, trying to see who's going to square off against Yui in winners finals. Have Razzo.
Get ready.
I accidentally minimize this. Razzo, who is the three-time defending champ, ZoneBreakers, won 9, 10, and 11, going against the last person who was running the streak and who has the longest streak of all of the events in ZoneBreakers Online in Tectal East side. Razzo over there with his, some of his Titans, Carmine and Hakumen, Tectal, the standard issue starter pack of Ruby and Yumi. Came over the top with that, and immediately confirmed in the super, making sure that there's no chance for tech. Well, making sure to get some guaranteed damage before the burst can come out. Now, this is gonna be a dangerous scenario, and I like that. I was already had it on the tip of my tongue. How is Razzo gonna get Carmine out and win? This is the front side. This is one of the games that so far doesn't really show how much that Razzo's been doing because of all the red lights on Carmine, but it's looking for a good burst by Ruby. Hits them both, so there's no way to punish it.
He is both too.
And if that was a super jump, or like if Razzo waited a little bit for the air dash, this would be a completely different game at this point. But now Hakim is locked in the corner, trying to get out. Ooh. And there was enough CC games to put some ice stars behind that. That's the end of Karma. That was a game that was literally going so well for Razzo. Razzo was in complete control, was in the driver's seat. All of his plans went out the window with one DP. Literally one DP. Yeah, and I'm totally down with him mashing it.
Get ready.
Like, sure, you can talk about the fact that he was on the defensive for a bit and you know, wasn't able to get away from Ruby Yumi and get anything started, but he was in control. Except for one small mistake. It wasn't a huge mistake. It was just one small mistake. So that's something you can play around and be like that sometimes. Yeah. That's how I was looking earlier. Can't step forward. Use the CC to keep Yumi safe from there, so she didn't take needless damage. There was no way for Ruby to get away from that, especially on the ground. Ruby's gonna have to look for a burst. There it is, but a little too eager is Razzo. So I think that's the second time that's happened where he knew that a burst was coming, but was just a little off in the timing. Still gets a good look at Yumi. This is gonna hurt. 9.6. And Carmine back in. Carmine with very little red health. Very little red health gone. Tekko's just gonna give it move. Backside, that should be it. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. Like, Razzo, again, was in control for the most part, right? Didn't run into a DP, so he just gets to steamroll over Tecto this game. Now, my question, with the way those first two games went, Tecto's going back in again. I was kind of wondering if he was willing to switch characters. Still has 2 games to give, so I won't be surprised if he takes another loss before he thinks about switching characters. If he even switches characters. Right. But ball really feels in Razzo's court at this point. Like, you can see it in the beginning as well, with the fact that the round start with Razzo on the hunt, looking for Tekla. Like, Tekla's trying to find his footing, trying to get away. Razzo's just trying to make any kind of contact or wait for like all the mobility to come out of Tekla before he locks him into a CC. Case in point. And a burst, but that's going to be punished by 2 and 4C. I don't know what to call it yet. Did that. Bro. He was done. And it doesn't even really matter that Ruby falls out at the end. Like, this ass is a lot. Level 1 res, no meter to start this off as well. What is Texas doing? Because he can't get a stable start.
Maybe
he's not. I'm just hard pressed to believe that he's gonna do Ruby Yumi again. The question is who does he switch to? I don't think. Maybe he does. Oh. He has a Karma. He's doing Ruby Yumi again. I don't know about it. Unless his answer is to just be aggressive out of the gate, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. He can't evade. He can't. He hasn't shown it so far.
Yeah.
Like Razzle just has a GPS out there.
You need to get your wings plucked.
Wow! Kimono! Sensu! Anata geisha? Shinobi desu.
How many times have I seen this intro? Dude?
Can't
I think
escape
less
from
and less
crossing
Ruby every
fate.
time. A bit more aggressive at the start, but that just leaves an easier deal for Razzle. Take that. I don't even think Razzle realized that was a counter hit up there. And that could be the break that Texas needs to. This is the first time that Texas really had anything start so far. Still couldn't really do anything because Razzle just excused himself from the hit stun with the counter. Tries it again, but there's a Uni 5B.
Oh, so long. Pretty bad.
Look at that was really scary because it's like you knew that at some point in time Texas was going to look for the swap. But with Carmine right there after getting pushed back, that easily could have been a two-way and a Ruby's ankle. Good push block. Just Ruby from getting any kind of pressure, but here's he is again. Delayed air dash, double overhead. Razzle wasn't ready for the first. Yeah, look. Making sure to not allow Ruby to set up. Jumps around the eye discharge. Ooh. Here's Ruby again. There's the one.
Not quite.
Ooh.
They talk to 2 weeks.
This is footwork with some guys. Yeah. Got around the 2B, got around the DP, and that finally allows Tech to win.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja!
That finally allows him to get a little wiggle room. I'm not crazy. Like, I'm looking over and I see 2-2 and I'm like, it's not 2-2.
I'm honored by your enthusiasm, but I am unused to revealing my craft out in the open. I am a shinobi, after all.
It's not 2-2.
Did Tecto win the first game? That's the only way it could be 2, right?
I'm pretty sure it's 2-1 right now. Because I remember saying both times that Tecto's just getting swarmed.
No, it should be 2-2. Because Tecto won the first game.
My memory shit. I'll just say it like it is. My memory is trash.
My memory was trash too. I had to ask Razzo to be sure.
Can't escape
Here
from crossing
we
fate.
go, game 5. I'm out. So the defense. Yo, the defense. Active defense. Well, and right. Trying to look for another swing. Can't find anything just yet. Interrupted the 2B, but not in a position to really do anything with it. Easily fielded that burst. The aerial raid active switch.
10K, almost all of that on the belt wiggle.
Another DP against the air dash. Second one that I think that should have been a push block, but either way, this game has ran clean away from rest.
Yeah.
Real color.
Yeah. That's a really different look than those last games 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja!
It looks different only because the shoe was on the other foot in that scenario. Because that's pretty much what Razzle was doing to Tecto. But that's just just the nature of this game. When you're going against people who have like structured offense, who don't really have to scramble to enforce the scenario, like the kind of people to where instead of having to like dance around and like find a stray hit and really corral somebody, they can sit there and wait for you to move, or they know where you're going to move and can like use their setup to interrupt you or like engage you and interrupt you with the setup. I have this worded correctly in my mind, but it probably sounds weird because I need some different like verbs. But it's like they don't need to like settle somebody down first and then start putting on the like the layers of the CCs and everything. Like they understand how people or how the game functions, to where like if you run out of jumps, they know that they can just put the mix up on you right there, or put the setup on you right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready.
For sure.
Gonna have to see how much of Tectel has, or how much does Tectel have of that in the winners finals, because you're gonna need all of the nets, traps, ropes, lassos, and nooses that you can get to try to contain the likes of Yui, because there is a Chie. You don't even really need to say the other character, although it is an Achi, which is a piece in his own right. But it is the most explosive Chie that we've had in ZoneBreakers Online. So I kind of fear for Ruby Yui. Tectel paying all the respect, using all the resources just to make sure that you can't really get anything started. Namely, 5G. You know Yui's holding on to the meters, looking for 4 meters. That's when you know the shotgun is low. I don't know if that was a punish on the, I don't know if that was a punish on the counter directly, or if Tectel just got hit looking for an accuracy. Either way, Yui is still looking very good. I haven't had to use anything just yet. Has 4 meters, doesn't specifically need it, but it's gonna go ahead and burn it all. But Ruby gone, Yumi coming in to a sandwich. That was the active switch to open her up, and when she gets up, she's not really gonna have anything to work with at all.
Only a level 1 res, 1 boss with level.
Yeah. Ain't looking good for her, Chief. And Yui again, I think Yui was the one who did this earlier. It might have been Marvin, who was ran in and used the momentum from the run to switch and slide behind.
That was Yui, yeah. It was on the easy one.
Right. Right, not, wait. Easy Yui can run? Yes, she can run in this game. Right.
Get ready.
I promise I turn these games on at least once a week to look at stuff. That's still one of those mind-boggling BD tactics. Easy Yoi can just run at people.
I'm tired of this. It's your case now.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Sick 'em, kids.
Oh. Alright. Just shotgun right all the way over there. Okay.
Go for a second rep.
Maybe to avoid the burst, but not enough time to DP.
That's just an area that we're having to use the meters. Reestablish control. Didn't really do too much really, so that's 2 meters gone for you. This is gonna be Tectel still making this work. I don't know if Tectel really wanted to let Chie come that far out of the corner. It still worked out to get this scenario right here.
Ooh, tried to wait for it, but it didn't really want it.
Right. Yo, that was in the wrong game. That was supposed to be a swing. Hold on. Adachi the mirror, and that's gonna be the end of him. Chie coming in, not well. She does have a level 4 res. Meteors again.
Use trademark.
Yup, got caught reaching. It was delayed too.
Yep.
Delayed throw. So Yui ran in there, really looking for a DP to come out, but instead of the rock, it was the scissors.
I'm honored by your enthusiasm, but I am unused to revealing my craft out in the open. I am
One
a
up as we
shinobi,
go into game
after all.
3. Yo, y'all remember to hit your X button? I hit my X button.
Get ready.
You always hit your X button?
Mm-hmm.
Always X and never heck me?
Wow! Kimono! Sensu! あなた芸者？いいえ、忍びです。どっちにしても超クール。Just try to take our dynamic duo.
You know when you have to sit here and look through the intros? Yeah. You just remember some of the dumb things you said over the years?
Mm.
Yeah. I'll probably have time to say it again in the next game too. Ruby's not looking so good right now. A little bit better since she found her way back to the ground. Empty air dash low coming out of Yui. Bit of a back and forth to start things off. Good block from Yui. Has the idea that Tekla was going to try to sneak into the corner with Yui. A little far medium. Doesn't mean too much. Neither one of them have CC games. Good block.
Yeah.
Had the idea that he adopted there.
Let's clean this up.
Looking for a DP. A DP or maybe a 5D. 5D wasn't really the answer there. But, I mean, Yui would have took that the same. Swap bus all no good. This is gonna be a solid one. Hefty starter too. Not the best starter that Yui can take by herself, but I'm assuming that Tekla really wanted to get the active switch and have Ruby back on point. Gets the JC, which was cross-up JC. It was a switch JC, but there was no exclamation point, so Yui didn't even have the right side on it. It's really high.
Oh, look here. Off screen.
Yeah.
Maybe we can kill Ruby though.
Was the meter necessary?
I don't think so.
Don't know if this is going to be another chance for you. He just uses some more for the pressure. Trying to bait again, nothing doing. Gonna get one more look, but this should easily be push blocked away from Tekla, who's still going to be gaining years.
Yep.
Able to
get the super out. So. Very good spot. Ooh. Double overhead.
And it's really able to spook Yui in a couple of scenarios there as Tekla. But they really started to get away from Yui, but they were looking for the air dash JB. And you either say Yui was off the mark or Tekla had the right read to step under in 5A. Either way, the end result was Tekla taking the momentum and just riding it out to the end of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to see what Yui has for a response to get into game 4. Also, I was thinking, I remember when this game came out and everybody was so gung-ho about the intro. They were like, it reminds me of CBS 2, but I was like, you can't really copy that charm, and everybody's gonna just skip the intros anyway. Well, here we are in online tournaments where we want to wait for the net to stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go back in time and laugh at myself. Tekla's been neutral jumping when he gets the knockdowns in the corner lately. I mean, making sure that Yui doesn't catch the game, but it's just something on my mind. Cross raid.
You do better than that, right? Sick of it.
Okay. Here's your second.
Oh.
Duck under the jam. Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of awkward pressure to that Techo can't really do anything with it. Handles it very nicely, gets back to some screen. Confirm with Chie. Oh yeah. I don't remember what the starter was. See, that was very lackluster for Chie damage. Only 12k for 4 D. I say that half joking, but I'm also pretty serious. Backside.
Oh.
Still blocking his Yui. Doing really well in this game. Was only got played by JD with the JA there. Enough to force GA to the front.
Oh, tried to answer. Catches her.
Man, tried to dash into A.
My turn, huh? Let's put it into this. Eat it.
You know, that's one of those scenarios that, like, in the beginning of the game, people really would have been fiending for, like, EV active switch. Kind of surprised it's not much of a thing anymore. That's neat for the first one. Yeah. Jump loop. A little bit off. Yeah. And that one too, so you use another but
and just to close it out with the anti-air.
And with the 2B, that's gonna be Techo moving on to grand final, second to set 3-1.
I'm honored by your enthusiasm.
Sitting
But
in a
I'm unused to
pretty good
revealing
spot
my craft out
to
in
try
the
to
open.
reclaim his
I
throne,
am a shinobi.
the champion of ZoneBreakers Online. Soul has to see who is going to challenge him in the grand finale. That means we got to take this trek through the bracket of alternative success. I see we still have 4 people left. Had to make sure. Or do we? We have 4. Or do we? Oh! Yo, your boy took a silent death off screen. Your other boy.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So that means you see in the you're looking at the bracket. You see all of it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have this screen so I know what they're looking at. What this means? Who we got?
Razzo versus Buck Sonic.
Buck Sonny. Buck Sonny, aka Buck Wild.
Okay, we're getting straight into it. Same teams like before. Here's the losers semis. Winner gets a chance at
Just
Yui.
don't die before I tell you to.
Loser gets to come chill in the chat with us and have a good time. Catch the rest of the ZoneBreakers Online number 12 action. Here we go. And you know Sonny holding up for it. No.
Okay.
Mark.
Yeah. Good fun. First set.
Ooh, no. I kind of wonder if Razzle could pump brakes in time and got the block out.
Good counter. That's a bet. That's a farm.
Better. Barring the block.
Orange Sonny playing with his food again.
Oh, you say
Oh,
Sonny was trying to go off the script a little bit, got back into it. Wasn't his time just yet.
Oh.
And gets the punish on the DP.
Oh. Move.
Bug Sonny, coast to coast.
Bruh.
USA.
Go to the another one? Alright.
USA. Oh.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's a Sonny match.
Yeah.
Aside from the drops, which were
Chumps like these aren't gonna light a
some
fire
awkward
inside
drops
me.
for Sonny, but nevertheless, anytime Sonny drops a combo, you actually fear for your life more than if you finish it. Because
Yep. That's Scramble City.
I don't even know if I say Scramble City. It's more of a bull run. You've seen the videos. Everybody just clearing the streets with like entire herd barreling down Main Street. I was gonna say Main Avenue. Who has a Main Avenue in their city?
Get ready. Get ready.
Okay. So we got a Merkava in.
Yo,
I can only assume this is to try and just fly away and avoid everything.
The Midnight Glider.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing too. So it's not Carmine. So if you're ever doing well, you're not hurting yourself at the same time. You're valuable against like
That's true. Good Angie.
Big Bo from the Big Boy. Slide A. What's that say? I should get my combo buttons. One of the overheads on the backside. Yo. What did he bite? Hello?
Oh.
Sonny don't work. That's the second time you dash into trouble. Getting into trouble? Well,
Yep.
you like that sometimes. Another backdash 5B out of Blazblue. I said another big one earlier. She believes as well. Azrael's going to be following Yang very shortly. So yeah. Getting the hang glider from Kava out seems to be the answer that Razzle was looking for against Sonny. Has some long-range normals to work with, some fairly fast ones as well. Consistent pressure after getting a knockdown with Glide. We've only seen Glide overhead so far, Glide JAs, but the idea that a Glide cancel in the 2A can come at some point in time. And just again, like, if something goes wrong, like, Razzle's not doing the work for Sonny, which is what was happening in Karma. Something that was very prevalent. So, have to see what Sonny has against Stretch Armswall here in Game 3.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
4A, man. That 4A's been doing so much. Really poking much. Oh, you know, I did say the idea of a glide cancel low. It's not a glide cancel low. Ooh.
A little awkward there.
That said so much that Sonny was willing to let Razzle tech and jump out of the corner. But here is Sonny again. Valley is charging. This is coming from the DP, so there's nowhere from the top of the run but another drop. Sonny's back in there though. Not gonna let him miss the play. Ow. One more for good measure. Yo, he's in there. He's in there. JC. Yo, Sonny's pretty fast.
He's doing something for sure.
He's doing this with a level with Red. Yet another DP, and that's gonna be it. Sonny saw Razzle was having fun pumping the DPs and was like, yo, let me try that. Razzle patiently waiting as Sonny hangs himself.
Should that time come,
Literally hung himself out to dry. Going to the fourth game. Razzle's the one stopping to take a break like, yo. Take a couple of deep breaths before we get back in there.
Get ready.
Water's deep out.
Get ready.
But I told you, you don't beat Sonny, you just survive. And Razzle's holding on.
For dear life.
A couple of jump scares though.
Yeah.
I shall cut through any evil that stands in the path of righteousness, and I shall dine on their remains.
You know Razzle's feeling the pressure, hitting all them DPs. Yeah, Sonny's gonna drop like that. More life than Razzle deserves. Let's see if Sonny can close it out. Let's see if Sonny can tie us up. He gets to the backside and lets Azrael do the work with the cross of 5B.
You're slow.
Razzle had all the time to see that air dance coming. But Sonny all through with a 5B. Yo, with the screen scroll, bro. He has his ass planted against the wall. Jeez. Let's get out. Alright. It's kind of brave, but that's to give Sonny the room to do that. Big step up. Lock in for the CC now. There is a burst for Sonny if he needs it. Got in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dropping. Doesn't matter.
Can he get
Razzle's
out?
looking pretty good here, but if he gets touched.
And you were running your mouth. There it is.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be enough. No, nowhere near it. But the question is, what's the setup after? It's more important. Is it enough to force out res? It's not. Yo, my man came up in 2C. Got the 5B.
Yeah.
Only has 2 meter though. He doesn't need it. Or he doesn't need 4.
Yeah.
2 is more than enough. 2 meter with 2 characters. Sonny ties us up 2 apiece, 2 to 2.
Oh? Then how about we set that smolder ablaze?
You can feel that he's really putting the pressure on Razzo. Got Razzo coming up doing 2 C's and 5 B's off his back. But yo, is Razzo switching characters again?
I feel like that must be what's happening.
Has the luxury.
Oh, I see. Fight fire with fire.
Get ready.
Okay. Wait, was Razzle on 11? Razzle was 11. I think I can confidently say this, although I'm not 100% sure. I think this is a new team.
I think so too.
Again, this is on me because I didn't do all the homework I was supposed to. I just did 80%. But hard to know because Razzle has the most characters and I believe the most teams in ZoneBreakers Online so far. Gonna show us a new one with Yang. But wasn't ready for an Azrael backstab. But still wasn't ready for it. And I want to say, Sonny was actually in a better spot for that scenario because Gabe was being a little too mobile. first that Razzle was ready for was his, what do I say this color is? Neon white? Neon, like pale green young. I gotta find a color to describe that. Pale green something.
Lime?
Yeah, it's like faded lime.
Maybe like an aquamarine.
Possible. Ain't possible for that Yang though. Funny Yang. It's a thing of the past. And still, I think he has his backdash back on. You stay trying to backdash out, but it ain't working.
I didn't block that. No? Okay.
There was a 5A. Do it again. What? Son? Try. He doesn't want to go off into the side.
He's going buck wild. Sure.
I saw a little bit of. Oh. Are you for real right now? Don't tell me. This isn't how Razzle goes out. This isn't how Razzle goes out. Are you serious? He's got the. Is that enough, though?
Is that? It can't be.
Oh, he's up. With a pixel and a prayer. Yo, you see Razzle? I'm out of here. Get the shots out there. Slow him down. You know for a fact that Razzle just saw his life flash in front of his eyes at least a good 7 times. But that cat got 9 lives, somehow was able to survive Buck Sunny.
Bro, I got hit. I got hit. I got hit.
Fire at your enemies
What
while
the?
you punch them? I would hesitate to call that sane.
Oh man.
You know you have an engine
That
inside
was,
your stomach, right? It doesn't matter how sane it is.
That
as
was
long as
something.
It's cool.
Yeah. Definitely will.
Whew. Well, out of the fire into the oven is Razzle, because even with that being done, and I would not have been too surprised if Sonny's just readied up right there. Yeah, Razzle, getting rid of.
Oh.
Alright.
Ready.
Okay, okay.
Get ready.
That's what we're doing around here, huh? We just all out here having fun playing Yang. That's the story of the day. ZoneBreakers Online, Yang
No
Edition.
holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
Then I shall follow
The
in
Yang Gang.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
You know what the worst part of this is, right?
Can't escape
I
from
could be
crossing
wrong. I
fate.
have to check.
Fight. Counter.
I was gonna say all this fun's gonna stop when they get detected.
Let's go.
No, pretty sure Texas plays Yang too somewhere. No.
Oh.
Yeah, they able to slide around that counter because Yang has some armor. Couple of dodges. The Ate. The Atatsu.
Into the fray. You're open. Nice hit. Start. That's not good.
I don't even know if that was a clean unblockable or not. That one was straight up a hard. No, that was a hard block. You weren't gonna block that with the free. You didn't know what was coming.
Let's go.
Yeah, liking that idea. Just charging through, bailing Akatsuki out of trouble. Full screen sandwich. Could be in the front side, can't get it confirmed. Flop again, but no confirm from that. So Razzle gets to live to see another day. Gets over Yang. Do it again. Yeah. Oh. I guess it's really fortunate. Ooh. Ooh. A body montage.
Done already? That's no fun.
That's just something you would see in a YouTube
magazine.
highlight or
So
Twitter
you
highlight, either one.
Fire at your enemies while you
TikTok clip, whatever you want. Take it back to the vine.
It's nice to see if the spirit of Sonny lives on in the bracket.
Everybody just saw the fun that he was having. They're like, we want to do this too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out here stressing and everything, trying to play these calculated games with the BB tag.
Get ready.
Meanwhile, Sonny just he's just playing checkers.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
then I shall follow in kind.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
So here we go in the game 2.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Got Razzo over there with his team faded line. Yui with the purple trader. A little too early on. We just run it. All right. All is this getting punished for swinging first? I think it is.
Oh,
Well, that's a big
forgot that she has the same mechanic.
There's no bird. Yeah. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Purple con. Yo, shoot me back. don't let him shoot it. Slide runner wasn't ready for the tag crash. Alright, well. Oh, that's the tail. So I think the saddest thing about that is you see Razzle Yang in there. Like, I would DP, right? Let me get some space. Puts the invul out there on the table, but gets chased by a non-invul 4P. It'll lose. You hate to see it happen.
Get ready. Get
Fun
ready.
times, good ones too. Yeah, that pretty much describes what's going on here. Just having the ball in the town center.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
Then I shall follow in kind.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
One of those
Can't
things
escape
is
from
not like the
crossing
other.
fate. Fight! Right there! Let's go! Let's go! Right there!
Hey, you waiting, intercepting with the TV. Just didn't have the timing to get the cross up 2B. Still in a pretty good spot. Ooh, until that happened. You play it, guys. Oh. It was like I didn't know if you played him at all. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. Yo, uh-oh. Well, here lies Yang. Out there on his lonesome. Doesn't have a full res to work with. Trying to talk to you again. Well, you want one more again? Push block Katsu, look at that. Doesn't even get the chance. Razzo out there dropping bombs with the JC.
Gauntlets with a
It's up
revolving magazine.
2-1.
So you fire at your enemies while you punch them? I would hesitate to
Y'all
call
better
that
come out there
sane.
mashing that X button. Better not be a coward to switch characters. Nah, what you doing, Yui? Hold up. Boo! Boo!
Get ready.
That's a shame.
I know, right?
Just threw away the spirit of the match.
I know. We was all out here having a good time and everything, having a blast.
No holds barred. I'm cranking it up to 11.
Then I shall follow in kind.
Can we just get this shit done?
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Adachi. Yo! Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, what a start. Half bar on both. Well, return to Sydney. Hang out here showing who got the biggest part of this matchup.
Come on.
Guys, let's look at Nemo. Yo, the command throw swap open?
Oh.
She's done.
He did.
Yeah. Katsuki on his own. Full meter, but only level 2 res. Looking for hard beta burst. Looking to hard beta burst.
Yep.
Take the pick. Way too early on that time. No. Okay, so this is a EX top 2 down. Trying to bail out an idiot, can't find anything. He's on the run. Full screen Terran. Go. Out there playing leapfrog, but got away and didn't even have to block anything. So that was pretty good on that part. Oh!
Open.
That was, yeah, that was a monster game. I think that's going to be in the GA, right? Look at the pants at him. Enough? It all the meteors. And get TA down. Yo, Razzle can do this. Razzle can do this.
Yeah.
It's the 8 option so he gets down in time. Stagger. Ooh! Didn't get it confirmed. He's burning so much of the red time, still in the realm of possibilities. Gets over the Geo. Drop.
Don't think so.
Andy. The Andy cross up to that's not too deep, right? Whatever.
Tacky, aren't ya?
How are you still standing?
Woo! Yo!
I expected more.
After
You should
such
know
a
your
right,
place.
literally only got to play half of the game. Started with a 50% deficit on both characters.
Magazine. So you fire at your enemies.
Lost
while
the
you punch
first
them?
character, got into res
I would
first,
hesitate to call
and
that
was
insane.
still able to dig that game out of the grave.
You have an engine inside
Razzo.
your stomach, right? It doesn't matter how sane it
Oh,
is, as long as
man.
it's cool.
That was a good match. Part of me wants to say that the fun's over and kind of set the grand finals, you know. Getting down to serious business. Is Razzo's gonna have to win 6 games to retain his title over the old tyrant in Tekkel. But you also can't convince me that Razzo isn't gonna try Yang Akatsuki at least once.
At least once. You gotta give it one shot.
Feeling too already readied up. Literally turned up
Get
to 11,
ready. Get ready.
running on highs. Tekkel's got to come in and stop this train.
He's not trying to let anybody have fun right now.
You know,
He's
I don't know if Razzo's like an old school
No
floor
holds barred.
sitter,
I'm
or
cranking it up to
sitting in one of
11.
these new age high tech game chairs, but whatever he's sitting in, he's rocking hard. Feel it.
いいえ忍びですどっちにしても超クール
Here we go. The grand finals of ZoneBreakers Online 12. Razzo, Tekkel. Tekkel getting the better end of the start. The defensive start, trying to keep Razzo in check.
Let's go.
He's a push off. Punish on the tag crash as well. Yes, I'm running that to the ground. Ooh, hard to see cross up as well. But doesn't have the meter to go again. This is going to be another burst punish for Jang comes in. Which is what Razzle was looking for. And that's after letting Ruby jump first. Sandwich. Yeah, Sexton immediately popped and shoot got out. Yeah, I like that idea. I think he couldn't get in, but still that's what he was going to look for at the end of the day, having Yumi on point so Ruby can get his life back. 4P. No hurt. I thought there wasn't a burst, but it was so early that it gave Tekko all the time below to figure out what he wanted to do with it. Let Yang came in, empty jump low. Yeah, the party's over.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja! Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills?
Bet you won't do it again. Oh my god.
Get ready! Get ready!
I don't think we're getting off this roller coaster.
I don't think anybody wants to get off. I think the crowd is being very entertained.
No
I think
holds
Razzle's
barred.
wallet wants him to get off.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Or I guess the PayPal account. Immediate routine. And again. I'm slightly surprised Tekko didn't go in there and do it again. It could have been good. I think Tekko got out of that scenario because since it was a Katsuki's assist, Razzle ran up too far and stole the screen away from the corner, or like stole the corner away. I think that's what happened. And it's kind of a big thing because it took the momentum away that Razzle had. Still ready, but couldn't really get in to do anything after the counter. CC. And there's no meter, so there's no push walking being done. Tekko, on the other hand, gets the good. He is countered. Carry on both.
Sasuke really, yeah, it's gonna burn though.
And gets to jump forward to get the full confirm.
It's a big move.
Oh yeah. 7K. Oh, almost 8.
Ooh, smart.
4-on-4 res. With a big 2B. Stopping the jump in. Ice shotgun. Dry ice.
Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills?
Don't ask me what that means. It's that dry ice. Can't be melted, even though that's what you do with it.
Get ready.
This is a game that never ends, for it goes on and on, my friend. The Yang train.
Mm-hmm.
No holds. Can't escape
Sonny's
from
infected
crossing
them
fate.
all.
You saying Sonny is a fire punching zombie?
Come on.
I feel like Razzle's been too clean with the re-jumps. It's not gonna need him anymore. Gonna have CC 2 meters as well. I'd be disappointed if I saw any left.
You're in trouble now.
So, Yang is the only thing that can keep Razzle in the tournament. He jumps into a sandwich, still trying to fight out with the 5B. Yo, who's sandwich doing this? He jumped low, Razzle was ready for it. You see the retreat.
Touch me.
Switch as well. Ooh, yo, I think the tip is that. You got the extra one. No, that's not good at all, Yang. Yeah.
これにて任務完了です。
And with that, we have a new returning champion for BB Tag Tactical, taking the grand final set 3-0 over
I'm
Razzo.
honored by your enthusiasm.
Big ups to Tactical for that. Getting back to that number 1 spot. Razzo holding down number 2. Having so much fun with Yang Akatsuki and other Yang Akatsuki and player of many characters, most notably Chie, Dachi. They're being handled by Yui down in 3rd place. That is going to be the booking for our ZoneBreakers Online number 12. You having fun over there? I literally keep going. Oh man. Sounds like you're ready and raring to go to play some games. So it sounds like we need to get up out of here. That being said, gonna have to give a big thanks to everybody who came to chill with us this afternoon, or if you're gonna catch us somewhere in the future on the VOD. I always like to thank the people on the VOD because not everybody could be here now, but as long as you give us your time at some point, completely appreciate it for that. Hopefully, we're gonna catch you again in a couple weeks for the next ZoneBreakers, and I guess that's everything we got. You got anything you need to add?
You said it all.
El Sonido, you got anything you need to add?
No, I think we're good. See y'all again in 2 weeks. Appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Peace.